Hi, Shane here from Travelbiz.ie, and I'm back again with another episode of Travelbiz Talks to the Trade. So this week we catch up with two Irish-owned tour operators. And first up is Shauna Kelly from Topflight, and she tells us about what's happening down in Italy with first-hand reports from their in-resort managers. She also tells us a little bit about what she's getting up to in her downtime. Next up is the CEO of Sunway Holidays, Mary Denton, and what a first year she's having in her new role. However, no better woman out there to rise to this challenge. Anyway, stay tuned to find out a little bit more. So, Shauna from Topflight, thanks so much for joining me.
Hi Shane, thanks for having me.
So how are you getting on?
Yeah, good. It's, it is what it is. There's not really anything can do or anywhere that we can go. We just keep doing what we can do and be as much of a support to the agents as we can. We're obviously on reduced hours with the staff at the moment, so all the sales team are being crackers and doing amazing work in managing to change everybody over. I mean, majority of people have changed to 2021, so we're doing our best to do what we can to help the agents. It's a hard time for everybody at the moment.
And is there anything that you're doing at home to kind of keep your mind off our current situation?
Anything that I can. So I'm doing a couple of exercise classes a week. So don't know if you heard about Pound Fit. It's like a cardio workout with drumsticks. It's quite heavy going, but doing that a couple of times a week, and then a bit of dance class. And I'm doing a fundraiser for Dogs Trust. So they're doing 300 downward dogs in the month of May. So do a half an hour of yoga a day. I'm not really a yoga fan, but doing it for the dogs. Other than that, then I'm just trying to do some bits to keep my brain going. So a bit of Excel training, some courses and bits and pieces where I can, as well as doing my own normal work. Yeah. So I know you've seen a bit of the baking that I've been doing and a bit of the candy making that I've been trying out now that I've had some more time on my hands. I suppose I always baked. It was always a thing that I did. It was my granny made for the majority of people in Kildare. She would have made birthday cakes and wedding cakes and quite a lot. She would have won quite a few bakery competitions. So I've cooked with her since I was little. Got a bit of time and got back to it. Finally managed to make some fudge and some caramel and a couple of Kevin Dundon's recipes, a few of the super value bits and pieces, but Brilliant. Just doing a few bits and pieces to try and keep myself sane. Now I have to step back on the bacon a bit because the only problem is nobody's allowed to visit, so there's nobody else that can eat it. Sampling my own products is not really good for a diet.
But I'm sure as soon as the agents get back up and running, you'll be out doing little deliveries.
But I already had a few messages to say, where is the delivery and why have I not got these? So I did manage. I made a batch of fudge and caramel the other day and got it delivered up to the nursing home where my granny is. So just dropped a few bits off for them. So they're doing amazing work in a lot of the nursing homes. So managing to keep our elderly safe.
And are you hearing anything from any of your reps down in resort?
Yeah, a few bits and pieces. I mean, they're starting to come back to life a little bit. So some of the suppliers we've been talking to over the last while, the bars and restaurants are obviously due to open today. So we should get an indication in the next few weeks of what way that goes for them. Some of the hotels, depending on the size of them, are looking at doing one entrance in, one doorway as an entrance and one doorway as an exit, separate check-in areas. They're investing in extra sanitation so they can sanitize the rooms properly, changing filtration systems. I know the beaches, like the likes of Lido and stuff, are looking at what way they can put the beds in formation to still have social distancing and see what way that starts to open. So they opened the beaches in some of the areas last week where they had been allowed to walk on it, but they hadn't been allowed in or to sit on it. So a few bits and pieces changing here and there, but obviously the staff in the hotels at the moment are going to be masked and gloved while they greet the guests. So it just kind of see what way they can work and what way they can figure out to best manage it, that they have the right staff, the right number of people, and it obviously has to be financially viable for them. It's a big problem, I suppose, with hotels, with small hotels. You know, they have a big mountain to overcome to try and make it work for them. But we're doing what we can do, and 2021 is going to be the summer that the majority of people get back going properly. So we'll have definitely have an idea how things are going over the next few weeks.
Thanks, Amelia, for kind of being able to pop on and chat to us.
No worries. Thank you very much for having us.
And I'll be looking forward to a bit of fudge coming now to the Travelbiz office.
Well, yeah, I'll have to send some to the Travelbiz office, especially for all the dancing. But whenever you have it, you'll have to have another dance off, and it'll have to be a little bit longer to work off the calories of the fudge.
That's brilliant. Thanks so much, Shauna.
No worries. Thanks a million, Shane.
Thanks a million for joining us, Mary.
You're very welcome, Shane. Thanks very much for having me.
How are yourself and Mark getting on working from home?
Well, we haven't killed each other yet. I'm in the dining room, he's in the kitchen, kids are upstairs. They don't get out of bed till 12 o'clock anyway, so that's good. So, we're fine. We're good. We're getting there slowly but surely. Yeah. And what are you doing to keep yourself occupied when you're not working? You watching any shows on Netflix or anything like that? Yeah, I'm kind of Netflixed out of it now at this stage, I would say. Kind of started last night watching... what am I watching? Life Affair, Ricky Gervais. Somebody told me to watch that. I've done Kill and Eve. I've done all the other shows. I've done old things. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling now with TV in the evening time, So, but anyway, it's good. It's grand. We'll get there.
And I can imagine your life is pretty hectic now. The fact that you took over as CEO at the perfect time.
Yes, I took over the CEO role from 1 November. And it's great. I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. The timing wasn't perfect, put it that way. It all kind of came crashing down there in the middle of March. But look, we're getting through it. That's the main thing.
And I can imagine you could find it quite hard switching off the fact that, when you are working from home, it's always kind of nearly 24/7.
To be honest, I am a 24/7 person anyway, so that end of it doesn't really bother me. I can get on with that. I could be going out for a walk in the evening or whatever, phone would still be going. So no, I don't mind that. I never did. I do try and go to bed a little bit earlier at the moment, because you are getting up earlier, to start work and one thing and another. But no, it's good. I don't mind it. I'm actually, the best thing about working from home is that I'm not missing the commute that I did every day. That's 2 hours of my life back a day, which is great.
You're not missing your scrum-diddly ice cream there in Dunleary?
No, I'm not really an ice cream person. I am missing Gourmet Food Parlour. That's a nice place to go for your lunch. But no, and I'm missing my friends on the train. But other than that, no, I'm not missing my commute at all.
And I was going to ask you about this new voucher system that's launching. And say, for instance, a client booked a holiday and that holiday was now cancelled for the summer season. Could they then use that voucher, say, to book maybe, say, Lapland for around Christmas time?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. If the voucher was off one of our own package holidays, they can use it for whatever they want. There's no problem at all.
Because obviously you'll have a little bit more security come kind of December time. Hopefully things will have calmed down by then.
Yeah, exactly. For the refund credit notes that the agents that we're issuing out and travel agents are receiving and giving on to their clients, they've absolutely nothing to worry about with those. It just gives more flexibility to the client when they want to rebook their holiday. And look, I think travel agents are doing a super job. They're the ones fighting the cause for their clients and dealing with suppliers and dealing with airlines and, doing their best for their customers. And I think actually everything that has happened, the importance of travel agents has been really been more underlined at the moment, the importance of those.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you doing anything like working on, say, a 2021 program?
Well, we have our Lapland program is up obviously for this winter, which is, well, it was going really well and it still is. The bookings are coming in for that, which is good. And I'd say the reason for that is families have been let down on their summer holidays. So we're actually seeing a demand for our holidays for Lapland, which is great. Then we're seeing now in the last week or two, there's been a pickup for next winter. Primarily the Canaries now, to be fair, is what's getting booked. Then for next summer, 2021, we have 3 programs on sale. We have turkeys up for sale, we have Salou, and we have Lanzarote. Faro will be up this week. But also we can sell, we can package together with Ryanair flights, and it's great that they are up for sale for 2021, which is brilliant. So, fair play to them. We're hoping Aer Lingus will come go on sale soon for 2021, but we know that they have, they're trying to overcome some back office issues. We're trying to get the flights up, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's brilliant. It's great to see that the bookings are kind of coming in. Obviously not as much as they would have been previously, but there's still like a bit of activity out there with the consumer.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, I think, look, Irish people want to go on holidays, and I think the sooner, that happens, the better. Obviously, it can only be done when, the government allows it to happen, and it's safe for them to go, and procedures are in place in destinations and hotels, all of that has to be factored in. But yeah, I think, I can see, I hope July will happen, but I don't think it will, to be honest with you. But look, we can only wait and see how that kind of goes. But consumers will want to get booking again. And sure, they have loads of time at home at the moment to be thinking about their holidays and planning it. I do think they might spend a little bit more on their holidays next year. They might change from going, to a 3-star, 4-star, and spend a little bit more and do something a little bit different, like a villa, like, self-catering, where they can social distance themselves.
Thanks so much for taking some time out to chat to us, Mary.
Oh, you're very welcome, Shane. Best of luck. And thanks very much.
Cheers, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. So thanks a million for watching, guys, and we'll catch up with you again next time on Travelbiz Talks to the Trade.